I was very skeptical like prior to joining and signing up with you. So after that, decided to have this call with you. And I just thought that level of detail, that kind of attention that you're bringing to it solidified to me though.
You didn't necessarily have all the funds aside to just go straight into it. Why did you figure out a way to make it work?
Yeah, because I thought if not now, then when? But then joining the school community, seeing how much more in depth and in detail it is, just shows how out of my depth I truly really was. If you're around the right people and you're following the right steps that has worked for somebody else, you can't not hit the target. Like I said, nothing holding you back apart from your own self.
Yeah. So we flew Mitch out from UK to Romania, where I'm staying at the moment. How's it been so far?
I think it was like 36 hours. It's been so intense, man. But there's been so much knowledge that I've been able to understand a lot more better just in terms of working with you more one-to-one.
Yeah, so far in terms of being within the community, I've been finding it.
I found it great. I thought I had a good understanding to even working with you. But then joining the school community, seeing how much more in depth and in detail it is, just shows how out of my depth I truly really was. The community itself has been amazing. If I've ever had any questions or anything like that, we're all in a chat together. So there's if for example, you're not able to answer or whatever else, everyone in the community is so quick to like jump on and help you out and just pick you up and build you up. We all celebrate each other's wins.
And I feel like that's so sick that you say that. It's absolutely awesome because you are genuinely the people you surround yourself with. And now like you can get so close to people online. This exact same as in person. Really. Like the stuff we got over in the house has kind of been the same stuff we didn't have to go over online. I wouldn't say being in person has meant that I've been able to teach you anything.
No, not necessarily. You know, it's just good to hear it from the horse's mouth. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
At the same time, the information that you provide on the course and within the school community is exactly what you preach here, and you're living it yourself. There's things that you've implemented and that's worked for you in such a way that you're able to do all of this stuff. Really cool to see that side of things. It's really cool to see this side of it as well.
What do you think of the lifestyle?
Yeah, I think it's definitely something that I've always kind of wanted. It just shows that there's more to life than just a 9 to 5. There's more to life than feeling like you're stuck in your current situation. Yeah, it's liberating actually, and it just helps to shift that perception of what you think is achievable and attainable, and actually if somebody else is doing it, it's available to everyone, right? Like it's just about putting in the right work, working with the right people, surrounding yourself with the right kind of people as well, because that has a massive impact as to whether or not you're going to succeed in that endeavor that you're trying to do.
With fitness coaching especially, like, there's a lot of fitness coaches out there, but if you're surrounded by the fitness coaches that are working in person and you're getting advice from that, are they in the position you want to be in?
No, at all. I mean, a lot of the time, half the people that you're working with in person, and a lot of us start out in person to start. You know, you'll be talking to people that have tried online. It might not have gone really that well for them for whatever reason, because they haven't signed up to your school community. You know. But yeah, it's just, so then you're getting like a tainted experience from somebody else that hasn't actually given it a fair shot themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think it's so easy to be led by others in that mindset way that it's kind of like you already cut your nose off despite your face.
Yeah, that's such a cool way of saying.
It's just one of those things. You got to be open to it. You got to be understanding and willing to learn. Because I mean, we're all PTs. We all feel like we know how to coach. We all feel like we know what to do. But this online section is just completely different to working.
Yeah, and the thing is like most people I speak to, if they've trained for like a year and they're not even qualified, they do know how to coach.
Yeah,
because they're passionate about it. But a lot of people think they need to go in person to go online. As someone that's worked in person for over 10 years?
Over 10 years, yeah. It's horrible to say. Yeah.
Would you say you need to go in person before you go online?
Not at all. No, not at all. It's good to get some sort of experience, don't get me wrong. Like it's good in terms of like the programming where Roshi goes to. But it's not an absolute necessity. It's not something that you absolutely have to do. With what you learn with everything that you get online, it sets you up in such a way that it's almost impossible to pass.
Yeah.
You know, unless you're the one that's not putting the work in, and unless you're not the one that's implementing all of these steps as efficiently as you should, then that's the only reason we're not going to get.
Yeah, that's sick to hear. And what is it about the way we set things up and the support that we give that kind of makes it feel like it's not possible to fail, or it isn't possible?
I think, well, you got all the group calls as well. That's something really good that kind of any problems that people are experiencing kind of on the journey, not just this is the information, this is what you need to do. It's like a deep dive into what you're struggling with at that moment in time. Do you know what I mean? And there's going to be other people on the call that are also experiencing the similar things that you have experienced or that you're experiencing right now. So I think there's just a constant level up of just becoming better each and every week. And I mean, there's three team calls like every week. So if you don't quite understand something, you've always got another opportunity the following day or so later to have that conversation with somebody again.
Yeah, 100%. And the reason why I like the team calls as well is often I end up asking questions, answering questions that I wouldn't even thought about providing.
Yeah.
Because you guys just say like this is that, and I wouldn't even thought about that because that might have been earlier stages for me.
Yeah.
Maybe I've provided resources on that, but it's a really niche question within those resources that you can't really provide a resource for.
Nice.
And I love going through that stuff because I see everyone else who gets involved and starts asking questions because they've obviously experienced that like, really specific thing. What I found interesting the other day is some of the other guys catching up on a one-to-one call together.
Yes. Yeah, bro. That was really cool. And that just shows how strong the community is. And that just shows how everyone in that community wants not just themselves to win, but like everyone to win. It's like a team effort. So it's so cool. And like I said, it's about the people you're surrounding yourself with. When you got a community like that, it's impossible to fall off track. Yeah, I mean, because they're keeping you accountable. You're keeping us.
And it's all the wins and everything. Yeah,
like even if it just motivates you more to do as well as everybody else. If not, well, obviously you're trying to be better in whatever else, but it's just it just carries that momentum all through.
100%. Like Orban, for example, he even quit his job because everyone else was posting wins. Yeah, and then he wasn't putting enough work in. So he was just like, screw it. Now he's done like 2K in the last like few weeks or so.
Yeah, like so his monthly salary, I think it was, he's earning.
I massively agree with that. And what you said about the PGs, like you are the people you surround yourself with. If you're around B players, you'll be the next B player. Yeah. If you're around A players, you'll be the next A player. It's very easy to be a coach on a gym floor and then act like you're the coach on the gym floor, but then have a different goal to them, right?
Yeah.
Like if they might want to go fully online, they might want to get 10K a month, 20K a month. But if they've tried it and not made it work, they obviously haven't done what was required to actually. So if you start listening to their advice, you'll get the same results.
Yeah.
It's even easy to see that with the people around, even if you love them, like your parents, your family, your friends.
It's normally the ones that are closest to you, have the biggest effect in life.
Yeah, exactly. And like, do you want to live the same life as your parents? No. Exactly. So however much you love them, you got to take different action. Okay, awesome. And for you, like, what do you feel like's been the best part of it so far?
The best part of it so far, like getting to come out with you, getting to come and meet you is doing fantastic. I mean, I was very skeptical like prior to joining and signing up with you because I'd seen so much online publicity before, and I've said it to you before when it was just a way in which like everything happened. So like I saw the link, I got a call, almost like a text the morning after. So after that, decided to have this call with you. The next morning, I'd already received a message. They're like, "Hey, how's it all going? Did you get a chance to look over this?" And I just thought that level of detail, that kind of attention that you're bringing to it, it just kind of solidified to me like, this guy's doing something different. Do you know what I mean? Or this guy is like, he actually gives a shit, or he actually cares about what I'm trying to do. So then it was like, I was more than happy to jump on the call, more than happy then to speak to you one-to-one, and kind of it just felt right. Do you know what I mean? It was like the things you had in place, what you were offering out, and how you went about conveying me was just, it didn't feel like I was being sold to. Do you know what I mean? It felt more around like, look, you want to level up? This is how I've leveled up. This is where I've been. If it works for me, it can work. And it just becomes so much more relatable, so much more human, rather than just you're a number in some other, because I've seen so many other coaches, and obviously like I've been in the game over 10 years in PT, and I've seen it go from solely in person to then solely online with COVID, and then kind of now fluctuating kind of where it's at right now.
Yes.
And it was just, there was so much option out there, but the only one, after scouring pages and like all the social media accounts, was yours.
Yeah, that's awesome. Did you think he'd be coming and saying,
not at all, not at all, especially like after a month? Did not think that. I did really well. You helped me with my first kind of client, which was amazing. Made me feel like I was on the right sort of path and I was being nurtured by the right sort of person.
And how confident do you feel like going forward? Because I know for you a big thing is to actually get out of the UK as well, start actually living more of a life of freedom and stuff. How confident do you feel that you can actually go and achieve that?
Look where I am right now. And at one point in your life, it was a bit of a fantasy. It was a dream. It's like a pipe dream. Like, I wish I could do that. But seeing that it can actually be done, I'm super confident. It can be done.
Yeah, 100%. And also you're now taking the actions from it. Like you're implementing stuff, you're moving forward in a way that just gets you closer to it, right? So like you're no longer wanting it.
No.
It's before that's kind of where you were and clear you wanted it. You weren't doing anything together. Now it's just time.
Yeah. Now it's just a question of time and effort. Nothing holding you back apart from yourself.
And how have you found like the one-to-one support and like the resources and the community in terms of understanding what to do and the how to give out in terms of going forward? Just there's a lot of free resources out there, right? Like even I get tons of free resources. We just filmed a crazy like 6 hour long video yesterday, and I have the free school community and stuff. Like, how do you find the difference between all the free stuff and actually being in the inner circle?
The free stuff it gives you the information of what works, right? But then when you actually join the community, it's all well and good having a blueprint there. But if you don't know how to read it, it's like it's in a different language. Yeah. And so when you pay and when you go into the actual community, it's broken down in such a way, it makes it really easy to implement yourself. It makes it really easy to work your way through these sections and see everything that you need to do. There's plenty of examples. So there's like yourself that's done it. There's other people that are in that community that are used as examples. So it's not just yourself. There's other people within it as well that you've put forward in there. And yeah, they're all people that have been in your community who have worked with you.
That's so cool. Makes a lot of sense. So almost like the free stuff, and even though you give so much value, it's not quite the same as being invested in the community where you can literally spill all the beans. Yeah, and then it's fully broken down.
Yeah, exactly. You give enough information as well in the free in the free samples that you offer out there. But yeah, it's just it's so much more in depth, in detail.
And for you, like, where do you see yourself getting to? I know you want to move country, but yeah, well, what is the position you want to?
That will be when I'm not in the UK anymore. I won't be working in person at the gym that I've been at for far too long. It will be that freedom to choose where I want to go and what I want to do.
Okay, that's so cool. So for you, it's not just necessarily where you're living and stuff. It's the ability to choose what you want to do based on what's going to be best for you.
Yeah, 100%.
And for you, what would you say were the biggest things that you struggled with the most when you started?
Definitely the social media side of things. For me, it was more around, I had a personal account and it was more, I was trying to then change it into monetizing what I'm doing on social media and with my job. But I was going about it in a completely wrong way. Obviously, there's no guidelines to how to use social media from just signing up on the app and posting.
I remember you said even from doing some of the basics, some of the fundamentals with like actually understanding what you want, like making a lot of content and stuff. You signed like 2 clients in the first
Yeah. I mean, no, it wasn't even the first few. It was like the next day. I'd obviously got everything online, done what I needed to do in terms of like how we onboard people or we talk to on sales calls and things like that. Or after somebody signed up and then you're like, right, kind of going into more of the mentality and psychology of like, what do you want? We all feel like we don't ever really assess harshly enough where we are and where we want to be.
For you, why did you invest in yourself? Because I remember when we were doing the investment, you didn't necessarily, you really want to do it. You were like,
no, 100% in. I remember you like saying that. You didn't necessarily have all the funds aside to just go straight into it.
No,
To it. Why did you figure out a way to make it work instead of just stepping back? Because that's the easy things.
yeah, because I thought if not now, then when? I obviously in my in person, I sell to people as well, and it's kind of like they invest in me. Why have I got such a closed mind around somebody trying to sell to me? You know, and I flicked it around. It was just like I need to do that. Like I actually, yeah, gee, that was it. I looked in the mirror and was like, look, I can't do this by myself. I can't do it on my own. Like, you know, if I could, then it would have really be done.
That's so cool. That's such a cool way I think about it because I did exact same realization. Like I was coaching people and I was like really struggling to charge more than like, I just started with 50 pounds. I got to 150 pounds a month. I was like really struggling to charge more or get more clients. And I mean, a lot of people say no, it's like too expensive. And I realized I'd spoken to one mentor, didn't realize it was a call about investing. And then I never booked any other calls with mentor. Whereas if I'm applying that mindset, then it doesn't make any sense. Whether or not the person knows, the prospect knows about investing myself, right? I still have that intention in my mind. Fitness coaching is not rocket science. So if you're not willing to invest in yourself for something about business, which has more complexities to it, then it's like, why would you get someone to invest into you for fitness coaching? It's the exact same thing. I like kind of flip the mirror. Why do people invest into me? Because they know that they can get where they want to go quicker well, they can actually more likely guarantee that they're going to get that by having the support.
It's like if you're going to go on a path that you've not traveled on before, you need a tour guide, right?
What would you say to someone that is looking to invest, is a bit nervous maybe, whether it's with me, another coach, whatever, that's not what fusses me, and wants to really build the fitness coaching business, but is like struggling, maybe they've tried a bit, or maybe they've only been doing it for a week, but they know that they want to do it, they know they want to build it, and they've seen all the other coaches have invested into a mentor to move forward. What advice will you give them?
Just fucking do it. You have to just take the leap.
Oh, but Mitch, what about if it doesn't work? What about if you're someone in the community that's done wow, but I'm the person that draws it down?
If you're around the right people and you're following the right steps that has worked for somebody else, you can't not hit the target. Like I said, you just can't not hit the mark. If there's a problem with the performance, that's just down to you. So like if you're not getting to the same level as them, then find out why. Like look at what they're doing. And if you're in that community, you can ask them what they're doing. And they will just tell you.